The beautiful young girl had a thorn on her body, and Chris mistakenly thought she had been accidentally pricked by a paintbrush. He intended to pull it out, but the moment he touched it, the two were transported to a strange world. Just as he was about to fall into the endless starry sky, Ellie reached out and pulled him back to reality. She was extremely angry because anyone who touched her thorn was bound to marry her, which left Chris stunned. Chris was a comic artist, and Ellie wanted to start a relationship with him. However, Chris seemed somewhat resistant, feeling confused by the sudden appearance of a girlfriend. This made Ellie very sad, and the next day, she packed up and went home. Not long after she left, Chris suddenly developed a fever. Upon hearing the news, Ellie rushed back. It turned out that when Ellie pulled away from Chris physically, it caused the fever. To ease his condition, physical contact was necessary. This was a protective measure of the Meteor Nation's princess, and there was nothing she could do about it. Ellie lay down and faced Chris. In their conversation, Chris revealed that he loved comics and had turned his hobby into a career, which was something very lucky. Ellie greatly agreed with him. Just as she yearned for a love without constraints, Chris was still a bit skeptical of what Ellie said. However, her serious expression didn't seem like she was lying, and in the end, he chose to reach out. Soon, Chris fully recovered, and Ellie, seeing that the place was up for rent, happily moved in. One day, Chris was in the yard pulling weeds, and Ellie saw him, joining in to help. Chris wanted to know if there was any way to the contract, but Ellie didn't know either. She could only ask people from her hometown for help. Soon, Ellie had helped clear a large bag of weeds, and as payment, she asked Chris to go shopping with her.